Hi. Lately I've been getting into dream interpretation because it's kind of interesting and it kind of helps you to understand the symbols and stuff that might be going on with you and, deep down. I thought it was interesting. But yeah, I've had some really strange dreams. Recently I had dreams about where I actually died and like I saw how I was gonna die. I didn't like see anything past that. It was just like I was dead. So it was kind of weird. But I looked up dream interpretation and it talked about that basically if you dream about your death, that it doesn't mean like literally you're gonna die. It means that basically there's been an end to something, like an end to a job, an end to a relationship, yada yada, things like that. Um, I was thankful. I was like, okay, good. so, that sounds kind of weird, but I was kind of relieved to know that, okay, this isn't literal. It's just symbolic of an ending to something. So basically, yeah, ending to my job that I had recently. So kind of a finalization, like, no longer dangling me along to make me have a false hope that I was still employed, even though I hadn't been paid in months. Yeah, sorry for my prior video. like go off almost over 30 minutes. Almost, I feel like I was like talking for an hour. So sorry. It's just caffeine and nervous energy will kind of do that. So I'm definitely going for a walk today with my dog, which she needs as well because yeah. So so anyway, so I've had some strange dreams lately, and like always some weird dreams about like two, I've had dreams where I'm like dating some guy I've never seen in my life and don't know who he is, and supposedly you have seen a face of somebody before and your mind files it way deep in your head, and so it's not an unknown that's just out there. It's somebody you actually saw. Like, I mean, it's possible I saw this guy at the mall, or maybe, I don't know, TV. I don't know. So more likely the TV, because all I do is stream stuff, and because I'm an introvert, so and I've worked from home for the past 5 years, so not much of a life there. So anyway, yeah, no life actually, like zilch. Which, it's not that big of a deal, but I do miss, having a guy around, because what I love about guys and what I miss about guys is their sense of humor. Like, you could tell them something tragic and they'll still find something funny about it, and they'll say something that'll make me laugh. And so I like that they do that, and I do the same for them. I have a very dark sense of humor because I've been through so much shit that my humor is dark, so I can make people laugh when I want to. Not always this serious and crying about not having a job and crap, but I do like my independence. I don't like being in a position where I don't have that job security and don't have money security. So I can kind of see why guys don't like women that are all about money, but I get their perspective. I get both sides. I get why women only go for guys with a lot of money. They want that financial security, but then they don't really work. They just want to be kind of lazy. I can't do that. I'm from Detroit. I work my guts out. It's all I've known my entire life is working and going to school. So I can't do that. And I'm not greedy, and I'm not the type to go for a guy that has a lot of money. In fact, I've always done the opposite. I've gone for guys that are poor in the dirt, which is stupid. So what I should do is go for a guy that's like, has it together and like, even playing field, as me. Although right now I don't have anything to offer, so it's not even playing field. I'm like, below. So I need to like even it by getting a job. So, but that's that's my thing is, you know, you have your stuff, I have my stuff, and we'll pay for stuff together, but you know, we should still have independence because nobody should rely on the other unless one person's sick, and that makes sense. Like if he got sick, you know, of course I would take care of him and help him, but and hopefully he would do the same for me. But beyond that, like I don't have expectations. I'm not like most women. I'm not out for money. That's just not me. I'm more about personality, and is the guy a good guy, and does he care about other humans, and you know, try to do the right thing and stuff like that. So I'm attracted to guys like that, and I'm attracted to guys that work hard and stuff like that. And so and also I have some other things, but I'm not going to tell. But yeah, but that's, although I've had dreams about guys, it's like I'm not doing the dating apps. I've had bad experiences anyways, but I'm not like out there trying to date when I don't even have a job. So I think that's pretty pointless. So, but I do miss a guy's company. I mean, you know, I miss that. I miss being cuddled, you know, cuddling. You know, it's not fun watching, you know, a stream by myself, especially a scary movie. I'm like, gosh, it would be nice if a guy was here while I'm like freaked out to laugh at me for freaking out about this movie and for freaking out about, you know, not having a job right now, you know. And although I don't want to be in that position, I don't want to be like dating a guy and not employed. So I think I covered that to death. Sorry. But I like that guys know how to lighten the mood by, you know, cracking a joke and not taking things so seriously. You know, they do, you know, not to say guys don't take everything seriously. I know that they take stuff seriously. It's just, I like that they make me laugh and know how to find humor and stuff. And so, and I'm usually able to do that too, except for, I don't know, my current situation's not funny. It's not. So I don't know. I am thoroughly freaking out. But yeah, I've had dreams about guys. I do miss guys. I do miss intimacy. I do just miss you know, basic stuff. The basic, like, you know, cuddling and having someone chit chat to. And, you know, I do think, you know, with guys, I do want a guy that's going to be my best friend, not just romantic partner, you know, because once the looks fade, you gotta have something deeper, you know, on a deeper level. But anyway, like I said, money is not a factor. And although I need to start making it one, because it's stupid to date guys that are broke. It's stupid. That is really not smart. And I did that all throughout my 20s, just stubborn, you know, and very independent. I'm going to do it myself, and I'm still independent and like to do stuff myself. It's just, I think, you know, like I said, even playing field, you know, got to match at least, you know. And if he's above me financially, that's fine. It's just, I don't want to have something to offer also, if that makes sense. And I don't want him to think that I'm taking advantage of him in any way or burdening him. I definitely don't want to be a burden. Like I said, in my previous video, if you actually watched it, if you didn't, I don't blame you. But my dad pounded into me not to be a burden. And so Detroit values, you know, at least from him, his value system is, you know, do it yourself, work hard. Do it thoroughly, do it right the first time so that nobody has to come behind you to do it. Don't expect anybody to help you because they're not going to, was the other thing he would say. So all that stuck with me, even though he left me when I was starting the 8th grade, it's still, you know, rattling around in there in my head. But yeah, I don't know what else to say, but yeah, dreams about some random guys I've never seen before in my life, and about dying. And I didn't Google like what it means to see a guy. I just already know that, you know, from studies and stuff that they've said that the faces you see that you don't recognize, you're like, I've never seen this guy in my life. Why am I dreaming about some guy I've never seen before? It's because you probably have seen that image somewhere. So like I said, probably for me, it's probably been somewhere on TV or something. Maybe he was a background actor. knows? An extra, whatever. I don't know. Or flipping channels from some show that I can't stand and see a guy and move on quickly. Like, I hate all the CSIs. I can't stand any of the CSIs. Those CSI shows that they seem to have endless amounts of, I can't do those. I do find some true crime stories or stories based on true crime interesting. I do love Only Murders in the Building with Steve Martin. I love that show. That is so cute. But the CSIs, I think they're so boring and stupid. I don't understand why they have to have so many of those. I can't stand the rehashed cop shows that they keep having since the 70s and 80s that are still going on today. It's like, why do we keep needing cop shows? Why do we still need hospital shows? I mean, we've had all the ones from the 90s, with George Clooney and stuff. Why do we need to keep rehashing that? So it's just, I don't like all those rehashed, stupid, plot lines. Basically, it's a soap opera with, they work at a hospital. Soap opera with, they're a cop. Soap opera with, they work at a law firm. It's just, those shows just don't appeal to me. It's so shallow and predictable, and the high emotions and erraticness, I can't stand all that. So I like something that stimulates me and makes me think, or is interesting and different. So that's probably why I'm so drawn to horror and sci-fi. But, plus I'm weird, which is fine. So, and I'm wearing a shirt that says 100% Irish, but I'm not. I'm like, I think my percentage according to Ancestry was like 10%, something like that. My fraternal grandma was Irish, Scottish, and Norwegian, so got that from her. And then my fraternal granddad was Swiss and Jewish. So got that from him. And then my mom, she was, let's see, what was her mixture again? Oh yeah, Scottish and Jewish. So that's how I became. So anyway, and then down the lines, you see some English too, of course, because they all intermingled. Chances are somebody came through London in their stops, because that was a major port, and then they invaded every country. They invaded England and treated the Irish horribly and treated the Scottish horribly, and so that's in there. So yeah, I'm a mutt. But anyway, I guess there's nothing else to say. Got my Irish shirt on, and dream interpretation. Dreams are weird, and stress will give you weird dreams. And I guess whatever you watch or whatever you think about before you go to bed too, you got to be careful of that, because your last thoughts will also affect your dreams. So I'm trying to control my dreams a little bit more by thinking about positive stuff or watching something interesting to give myself different types of dreams that won't stress me out. Because even though, it's relieving to know that, death represents the ending, the finality of this situation, it's still not cool. It's still not pleasant. I already internally have been working through this and dealing with it and accepting it. It's just, come on, brain. Can we do something more creative instead of having dreams like this? I really don't want this. So anyway, if you've watched this far, it's 15 minutes almost, and I appreciate your time. Thank you.